Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. So the last couple of days have been pretty interesting. Reviews are starting to come in for the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League, from critics and fans. Some positive, some mixed, some negative, but overall, more people are talking about it and there's a lot of discussion going on. But this comes up yet again, this topic. Do these reviews matter? Do these critics actually matter anymore at this point? And here's where I stand. And this covers more than just the Snyder Cut stuff, okay? This is basically anything, any film, any TV show, any book, comic book you read, any music you listen to. This just covers everything. And this is where I think we all should be at. But this is just my opinion, but this is where I think we all should be at in terms of reviews and people talking about stuff. It doesn't matter what your friend says. It doesn't matter what someone you dislike says. It doesn't matter if your mom or dad says this, or your brother or sister. It doesn't matter what a critic says. What matters is how you feel about it. What matters is how you responded to it. So if you read a review of, say, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it's a negative review, which there are some out there, and okay. But if you read that and go, well, I'm not going to watch the film now because that person said it's not good, so I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to experience it for myself. I feel sorry for you. There are still people out there today feeling that way. I saw a number of comments on reviews that were negative towards the film, or some even mixed, and saying, "Thank you for reviewing this. I'm not going to watch it now." What? So this one person, their opinion, and you went, "Nah, I'm not going to experience it myself. I'm not going to see how I feel about it. I'm not going to see how it basically makes me feel. I'm not going to see how the film unfolds or anything in that matter. I'm not going to give myself that opportunity to experience something because this one person said they didn't like it or it could have been better." Look, you live your life how you want. But I've always seen it as a critic can say whatever they want, but I'm going to watch it on my own and see how I feel about it. Maybe I'm crazy. Don't think I am, but maybe I am. But I just always felt that critics, when they review stuff, whether it's a film, TV show, whatever, they're giving their opinion, and that's how I take it as. It's their opinion, but it's not going to affect or change how I feel about something, or if I'm going to not watch something because they say it's bad. Perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. I watched Marvel's Inhumans, even though everybody was destroying it. Was it a bad show? In my opinion, yes, it was. But I still watched it, regardless of the reviews that were coming in. Batman v Superman theatrical cut was getting horrible reviews. Still watched it in theaters. Ultimate cut, of course, is way better. Suicide Squad. I actually made a video about the Rotten Tomato. Well, it was Rotten Tomato reviews, but it was just people from different places, and they were just aggregating it all together. But I was pulling stuff from Rotten Tomatoes because it was getting destroyed. The film was, and I was saying, look, a lot of these reviews that I'm finding are biased because all they're doing is comparing it to Marvel. That's the whole entire video. So, look, just take it as it is. When a critic writes a review for something and you want to watch it, their review, regardless of how they feel, should not alter how you should feel going to see it, or watching it, or listening to it, or reading it. It should not matter to you because that person said something. It shouldn't matter. But that's just my viewpoint of it. You know, there are clearly reviews out there for the Snyder Cut that are against Zack Snyder, so they have a negative review of the film. Because there was a review that people were pointing out where the person said literally it's the theatrical cut with deleted scenes. Which, based off the footage I've seen, I don't believe that for a second. It just seems that there are certain people that literally will review something and they're not being honest. They're not being honest. And I feel like that's damaging. Especially to the people that will believe what they're saying and then just based off what they said in a review, they won't watch it themselves. It's unfortunate. I feel like the film's going to do just fine, but just saying. Reviews in general should not matter in the extent of it alters everything and you're not going to watch the thing because of one review or what people are saying. That's just how I feel about it. You know, I don't care what someone over at Collider says about the Snyder Cut, or someone over at Variety says of Superman and Lois, or whatever. WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier upcoming. Doesn't matter what they say, positive or negative. If I want to experience it and watch it myself, I'm going to do it. It shouldn't matter to you at the end of the day, because they're getting paid. If we're talking about critics, they're getting paid to write their review, to give their opinion, hopefully not biased, whether it's for or against something. And that's how you should take it as. It's just their opinion, and what ultimately should matter is your opinion and not theirs. That's how I've always felt about it. So, if you're somebody who literally reads a review, watches a review online, and their review, their one review, alters your mind and goes, now I'm not going to watch it anymore. It's not, you live your life, but I just feel like you're missing out. You're potentially missing out on something. If that person disliked it, it doesn't mean you're going to dislike it. It's just how they viewed it. Hopefully they're not being biased, or hopefully they're not, because there are some critics who have been shown in the past, have been biased, or have said things to be in the bandwagon because they want to be a part of the majority and cater to a certain fan base. So don't be like that. So regardless of what people are saying about the Snyder Cut, or regardless of what people are saying about this or that, it doesn't matter. If you're wanting to watch it, if you're wanting to listen to it, if you're wanting to read it, you should, regardless of what someone says in a review, regardless of what other people are saying. What matters ultimately is what you think. That's what really matters. Because that one person disliked it doesn't mean you're going to dislike it. You could like it. I mean, come on. That's how it is. We're all different. We're all unique. So just because this one person who you may like as a critic says they don't like something does not mean you are going to agree with them and dislike it too. Experience it for yourself. And if you go in and watch the Snyder Cut and you finish it and you go, hey, at least you experienced it yourself. At least you watched it, instead of saying, I heard it was crap, I didn't watch it. Okay, well then that's where your opinion stops, because you can't say anything else. But if you go in and watch it and you don't like it, then there's a discussion to be had there about why you didn't like it. But if you cut yourself off and don't experience it yourself, then what's the point? You're missing out on something you could have a legitimate conversation with. But if you go, I read a review, I watched a review, and they said it was bad, so, nah. Okay. You do what you gotta do, I guess. But that's not how I want to live my life. I want to experience things for myself, regardless of how I feel about it. If I end up loving it, awesome. If I hate it, okay. Hey, at least I watched it. So that's the video. What do you guys think of all this? How do you honestly approach and how do you respond to reviews? Do you see it as I do or some other way? Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.